I had an incredible 4 years at Elizabethtown College. I was drawn to the college for the small class sizes, wonderful professors, really the academic freedom to chase things that I wanted to learn while I was there. I was a resident assistant. I worked in the admissions office and gave tours and speeches, and really most importantly, I got to serve in the Student Senate, where I just learned so much about representing people and about representing the school. After spending 4 really wonderful years at Elizabethtown College, I joined a program called Teach for America, an AmeriCorps National Service program, where I taught in inner city Baltimore for 3 years, middle schoolers in social studies. From teaching in Baltimore City, I went to Harvard to study public policy and ended up focusing on national security issues. I was then recruited by the FBI. I spent 4 years at the FBI in the counterterrorism department before jumping over to the US Senate, working as the chief investigator of the Senate Intelligence Committee for about a decade. The report that we did on the Central Intelligence Agency began with a newspaper article in the New York Times which described the unauthorized destruction of videotapes by the CIA.
Morning, Dan.
Morning, Senator.
Have you seen the story today in the New York Times?
Evidently, the CIA destroyed tapes of interrogations of Al-Qaeda detainees.
I want to find out what was on the tapes and why they were destroyed.
No paper.
Paper is a way of getting people in trouble at our place.
At our place, paper is how we keep track of laws.
The Bush administration at the time launched a criminal investigation of the CIA, and the Senate Intelligence Committee launched an investigation to find out what would have been on those tapes. If the tapes were still available, what would senators have seen had they been played? So my charge was to go through records and try to decipher what was destroyed in those tapes, and that eventually led to a 7-year investigation encompassing 7,000 pages of written reports by the Senate. We reviewed 6.2 million pages of classified records. A portion of that investigation has been released publicly back in December of 2014. It was very clear the importance of oversight, very clear the importance and the need for accountability in our government. And this idea that transparency and sunlight is really a foundational principle of our democracy. During my 4 years at Elizabethtown College, I was fortunate to have so many really wonderful mentors, from President Long to Richard Crocker, Conrad Carnegie, the Political Science Department, Fletch McClellan. These were people that really inspired me to reach further ahead in my academic life, in my social life, and really gave me a trajectory out of Elizabethtown College where I was able to do many of the things that I eventually did in the last 20 years. Elizabethtown holds such a special place in my heart, and to be asked to speak at commencement was just really an honor, and brought me back to speaking at my own commencement as president of the class and looking out, understanding that these students have really incredible lives in front of them, and that they've been largely shaped by their education at Elizabethtown and the Educate for Service motto that the college takes so very seriously.